I'm referring to Prince Nana Ukebu and Abga chieftain and controversial in a way, the party chairman Abia. So he claims. We have Prince Nana Ukebu right here. Prince, good to have you again.
Thank you very much, my brother.
It's been a pleasure having you. And for some time now, you seem to be out of circulation. Nobody has been hearing much about you. What's happening? Are you in a kind of political hibernation?
No. Far from that. I've been around. You know, in politics, there are phases. This is another phase. You know, my political party ABGA appears to be embroiled in one form of controversy, legal, tussle, and all other things. We are on the next stage in reclaiming the soul of the party.
And so, I remember you have a matter in court against the office of the chairman of ABGA, national chairman.
Yes.
What has happened? Was it why you have been, keeping quiet all this while?
You see, there are times to shout, and there are times to keep quiet. We've been closely working with INEC, the INEC at the national, to really determine who are the officers of ABGA. In Abia State, there's a subsisting court or a court judgment which proclaimed me as the state chairman. That judgment still subsists. And that judgment is subject of an appeal at the division of the Court of Appeal. Then, in between them, the tenure of the existing national officers expired without a corresponding congresses and national convention. Under ABGA Constitution, at the expiration of the tenure of the present executive, they must renew their mandate by submitting themselves to congresses at the world, local government, state, and the national convention. And it must be done before the expiration of the current tenure. In the present instance, it wasn't really done until the tenure expired. And under that constitution too, the constitution foresaw a situation where the executive, the incumbent executive, may not be able to conduct a fresh congresses before the end of their tenure. Under such circumstances, they ought to convene a national convention solely for the purposes of extending their tenure. In this instance, it wasn't done. The past national officers of the party, because of their activities in the last nomination process, we are afraid of convening a national convention to extend their tenure. They immediately rush to order for congresses and convention. But a court in Ibadan rightly held that the tenure of the executive ends on the 15th day of May 2019, and that the party must hold the congresses on or before the 15th day of May. Of course, you know our culture and our propensity in not obeying court order. They ignored that judgment of Ibadan High Court, went ahead and organized their congresses and convention. Another court in Kwale Delta State, set aside the world congresses, local government, state and national convention, set it aside. So right now, ABGA has no national or state officers across the country. That's the present position. And inadvertently, because of the order of the court, which upheld the continuation of my tenure, I appears to be the only existing officer of ABGA across the country. And I've written to INEC to recognize me as such, to enable me with the leadership of the party at other levels to organize fresh congresses and national convention, to elect a substantive leadership of the party. But ABGA run the risk of not fielding candidates if the present situation continues. ABGA run the risk of not fielding candidates in Anambra 2021 and in the general election of 2023 if these problems are not resolved. You see, when we say this thing, when we say, people will say you are making no. You saw what happened in Abia State earlier this year in the general election. I was here, I think sometime about this time last year, when the issue of who is the state chairman of ABGA was boiling up, and I said this thing: a party does not, nobody goes to war fighting from his compound. You must have peace at home before you can confront outsiders, before you can report an invaded army. You must have peace at home. Nobody fights from his home, and nobody seems to listen.
We'll come to this issue just straight about the last election and the situation within the ABGA ranks. But don't you think that the matter you are claiming over your chairmanship of ABGA in Niger State is the same thing, the same issue that is happening at the national? It should affect you too, because your tenure, your tenure is over. You cannot be in a position anymore, going by what you said, to conduct.
We went to court. That's the point I'm trying to make. Once you have a court pronouncement, it's like when INEC publishes timetable for an election, INEC usually say between this and this, you have primaries. Between this and this, you submit the names of candidates. Between this and this, submission ends. That's how INEC usually roll out their timetable. But the nomination process can end, and a court can make an order asking INEC to accept a candidate outside the timetable of INEC, which shows the superiority of the court over official protocol. In this instance, a court of law says my tenure subsists until the subject matter of the suit is determined. The tenure subsists until the court determines the subject matter, and until that is done, that tenure subsists. Another court has affirmed that earlier decision of the court, and it's a subject of an appeal. So you cannot come and say the tenure has lapsed and all. The court of appeal must be given the opportunity to make pronouncement on the appeal.
Okay. All these controversies surrounding ABGA, and many people think it's like a collection of strange bedfellows that cannot agree on the way forward, and it appears to be affecting your party. What do you say?
Well,
we have only one state.
Well, we used to have two states. Then it whittled down back to one, and we have the opportunity of increasing it in Imo and in Abia. But the mercantilists in the party decided to pursue personal interests above that of the party interest and the vision of the founding fathers of the party.
What do you mean by mercantilists in the party? Can you?
There are those who are in politics for their own self-interest. Just like there are people who are in government just to feather their own pocket. They are not interested in what happens to the masses. You have it in all across the political party. In Abia, it's unfortunate that presently those who were the leadership of the party in the last, you must have heard the issue of ABGA and our traverse in the last nomination process. Those who were the helm of the affairs and the national decided to commoditize the nomination process of ABGA. which affected the party. Even all across the southeastern states that appears to be the stronghold of the party, you have multiple candidates vying for one seat. And no party approaches a major election that way and hope to succeed. In other stage, you were here to see what played out. And when I don't really want to comment on the issue of Dr. Lex Oti. He has contributed his quota. He has done pretty well for the party. But I'm sure too that he has learned. But I believe that Dr. Oti is now a better politician than he was in 2014, 11th November precisely, when he came into ABGA in 2014. I think he's now a better politician. He has passed through the University of Politics, which is the highest university any man can enroll. When you go through political school, you then come to realize, you study human nature, you come to realize that those who are calling you friend and those who are singing in your favor may not actually be your friends. So he has learned that lesson. The people Dr. Oti were using to fight me by this time last year are now the people fighting him. They are the people, even the state chairman, they are the people who has now purportedly expelled him from ABGA. They had the effrontery to go to the tribunal to try to withdraw his governorship petition. The same people he was using to fight me. So I think he's now a better politician, and he's likely to do far more better in future.
So you will likely support him if he comes up again as a governorship candidate?
We'll cross the bridge when we get to that. But I'm just telling you, I know, I got my heart for him. Just like I congratulate the present governor, Dr. Ibadan.
Some people felt that it was unnecessary for him to have pursued the
the
Supreme Court. No. He shouldn't have even, gone to the court.
Those are people who doesn't understand the electoral process. Election is not an event; it's a process. A process that starts way before the registration of voters and culminates in the pursuit or otherwise of the victory or defeat. What the court does or did is the appropriate thing. It helps us in the development of our law. At every election cycle, the Electoral Act are usually amended. The amendment comes from the pronouncements of the court through the challenges of the of various defeated candidates. What he did is the normal thing. You lose an election, instead of going to the road to vent your grievances, you pursue it through the court process. You test the victory. You then give the society the opportunity to develop the legal system.
But it would appear that it was a one-man show thing. Some members of your party are saying that he didn't carry the party along. Those members were the same people who were in his camp. Those same members who were saying he didn't carry them along were his state chairman of his own faction, were his state secretary. They were all his people. So why would they, after fighting the election with him, then turn around to say he didn't carry them along? Don't you see that water actually passed under the bridge? Those were his own people. Let's use the word faction. They are not my own side of ABGA. They were his own people. Those he propped up. The non-entities. So if
he propped up in ABGA to fight me.
In other words, you're saying that if you were to be part of your faction, you would have supported.
Why would I?
Going to.
Those are the processes. Those are the electoral processes. The federal government spends so much money setting up tribunals to hear grievances arising from election. The federal government realized the need for people to go to a tribunal or a court to vent their grievances instead of taking to the street and burning vehicles and houses. Why would you then turn around and castigate the person? If you are to blame the federal government who provided the opportunity. This is how it is done in Senate partner crime in Western society that we are trying to copy. There's nothing wrong in going to the tribunal to say, I think this the declared winner didn't actually win. Review the processes leading to his emergence. There's nothing wrong in that. Anybody who is saying it is just like what transpired at the federal, President Buhari did contest the presidency of the country 10 times before he actually won. At every instant, he went to the court. He challenged both of Obasanjo's victory, Yar'Adua's victory, up to Supreme Court. When it was his time, he won, and Atiku went to court, and they started asking Atiku not to go to court. I mean, that's hypocrisy. Not to go to court. He should accept all those sort of jargons. God gives power and stop the opportunity. If he had not gone to court, maybe people would have been there saying if Igbazo didn't actually win. By going to court, it also afforded Igbazo the opportunity to remove the taint of illegality. The whispering up and there. 3 courts has affirmed Igbazo's victory beside that of INEC, which shows that he actually won. So by going to the court to challenge Igbazo's victory, what he was also doing Igbazo a favor.
Okay. Your party is being rumored to be in the process of merging with another party.
The mercantilists in our party.
How true is that?
I don't know about that. The mercantilists in our party are out to sell the party. We've been shouting this thing since 2014. It didn't start before now. It used to be PDP. The party did everything to lift the board of PDP. PDP is no longer a party in power. Another set of mercantilists are now romancing APC. Those are their stock in trade. But let me assure you that the party will not die. In spite of all the shenanigans, the party will not die. The offer of this party rests with me.
Really?
The offer of APGA rests with me. That is why all attempts to dislodge me from this party has failed. And those who has fought me or tried to harm me are either in prison as we speak or are politically irrelevant. I can roll out their names. The offer of this party was handed over to me by no other person than Dean Ojukwu when he was alive on 11th day of January 2004 at Ekotekene, before the founder and national chairman of APGA, Chekwa Sokore, witnessed by Tifon Okowa. Until people like me appears or join in the trade and barter, nobody can sell off APGA.
And that is why you need to explain to our viewer that many of your admirers are bothered that you have only one state for a long time. One state for a long time. For a party which you have your we did have. That's not very good.
We did have one state. Remember, in the next electoral cycle, we added another state, Imo State, and through the activities of this same clique,
they seem to be overwhelming you.
Evil may appear to triumph for the moment, but good will always overcome evil. Why has APGA, in spite of all these things, why have APGA not died away like other political parties? APGA will survive. Take that from me. Nobody. And all these people who are doing this trade by barter, none of them were at the formative stage of APGA. None of them contributed to the growth and success of what they are enjoying today. The former national chairman, Victor, when we were building the party, he was in PDP. He was personal assistant to Ojo Zokalo. These are all passerbys who see APGA as a veritable commodity to trade and barter.
Very well. thank you so far for the insights you have given us in this program, but we must take a break now. When we return, this conversation will continue. Stay tuned.
My name is Ruti. You can now watch your favorite TV station, MCO TV, anywhere you are around the world by following the simple procedure. Step 1. Go to Play Store and download the Next TV app. Step 2. Look out for the Next TV logo. Step 3. Sign in with your email, Facebook, or Google account. Step 4. Click on Entertainment to view MCO TV ARC TV channel. Step 5. Swipe to find MCO TV ARC TV. Enjoy 24 hours entertainment at your comfort. You can follow us on all our social media handle on Twitter at twitter.com/@MCOTV Network, on YouTube at MCOTV YouTube/MCOTV Network, or Facebook web.facebook/MCOTVNetwork.com, or you can WhatsApp on the number 080-330-03356. For more information on MCO TV app, please call the MCO TV customer care number 070-329-80089, 080-5722-2040, or 080-3737-3985. MCO TV, the world in your home.
Good to know you are still there, and on to the hot seat on MCL TV. And our guest has been Prince Nana Ukebu, an Abga chieftain, one of the big heads in politics in Nigeria, and particularly in Abga. Prince, 2023 and the politics of Nigeria and Abia. Many people feel that it is now the turn of it will be the turn of Abia North area to contest for the office of the governor of Abia State. What's your take?
Well, the governorship,
yes,
of Abia State,
yes, 2023,
by mutual understanding, if not agreement, rotates And by 2023, it would have rotated across the 3 senatorial zones and will eventually go back to Abia North, where people like us would then may be qualified to vie, even though I'm technically an Abia South politician.
But you have Abia North stock.
Oh I'm Abia South.
Okay, really?
Technically.
Okay, technically.
Yeah.
So you are out of the.
I wouldn't say so, but the fact remains that by 2023, the governorship of the state will move back to Abia North, except if the famous equity, the doctrine of equity, no longer holds sway. We know that my good friend they came to power on the strength of the doctrine of equity, which says that the governorship of Abia State must protect among the 3 component senatorial zones of the state. Abia North did have their shot through Dr. Joseph Okalo. Then it moved to the central, and Chief T. took the turn of the central, and it came to the south, and Dr. Bazo is currently the governor. And by 2023, we would have exhausted the tenure of the south, and it should go back to the north, except if we are no longer gentlemen, if we are no longer going to abide by our mutual consent and agreement.
Is ABGA ready for 2023?
ABGA is the only political party. Beside
all these controversies surrounding it,
we are the only people-oriented political party. That is why we, in spite of all the confusion that may be apparent in ABGA, we still do very well in the election. Extremely well. You wonder what will happen if there's no crisis in ABGA. But this time around, I think we've learned our lessons. And the challenge to the leadership of the party at the national has started now, affording us the opportunity to sort it out by before 2023. This time we are going to have very focused leadership.
Your party claims to have the Igbo area, the southeast, as your stronghold.
Yes.
Are you ready for the elections that many people are saying the presidency should come to the southeast?
The same argument that holds sway in Abia State holds sway at the center. The presidency of the country moved to the southeast, and we are looking, we are watching. Let's see the argument that turns logic on its head, which says the presidency of Nigeria stays in the north or should move to southwest. We are watching. Those who think they'll keep on subjugating others may find out that they themselves are the slaves.
I understand you wrote to the INEC. Yes. Over the issue of Abia North senatorial zone.
Yes.
What actually?
We wrote, so it wasn't a party issue because we didn't even want to make it a political. We didn't want to give it political bias. We wrote to INEC on our NGO, Center for Reform and Public Advocacy, asking INEC to trigger the provisions of the Constitution by conducting a fresh election in Abia North senatorial zone within 90 days as required by law, because that position is vacant. We've equally written to the Senate President, wrote to the clerk of the Senate National Assembly, wrote to Senate spokesperson, asking them to withdraw the callous statement they made that the Abia North seat is not yet vacant until Dr. Joseph Okalo exhausts his appeal process up to the Supreme Court. That's not the law. We've directed the Senate to the appropriate law and what the law says, which is section 66 and 68 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. They ought to go and read it. So what
does it say anyway? You did a letter on that. What does the law say?
The law is very clear. There are qualifications to be a member of the Senate, which is anchored on section 68. And section 68 makes reference to section 66. The same qualification you need to vie for the office of the Senate. If you are not qualified to vie for the office of the Senate, you are also not qualified to hold the seat. And that section is simple. If you are under any sentence of a court of law, tribunal, or tribunal, bordering on financial crime or fraud, you are not qualified to run for the office of the Senate. And section 68 of the Constitution says, if you are not qualified, I'm just paraphrasing, if you are not qualified to run for the office of the Senate, you are also not qualified to be a member of the Senate. In another crime, once an allegation, a weighty allegation is made against you, you resign. Your resignation is to trigger the process of clearing your name. In Nigeria, we have a situation where somebody is already convicted. Once you are convicted, you lose the presumption of innocence. And remember, criminal trial, there is nothing like stay of execution in criminal trial. Once you are convicted, you are convicted. You stand convicted. As of today, Dr. Jones Okalo stand convicted. And it cannot be...
But the matter is on appeal.
Even if it is on appeal, appeal does not stay the judgment of a lower court in a criminal trial. Today, we have lost the legitimacy to represent. See, at times you wonder why we are not really shocked when we hear allegations of corruptions and fraud. Moreover, Odos Okali is not the first former governor and sitting senator that were convicted for fraud. What happened in the previous cases? We've written to the Senate and asked them to really make up their mind what they want to do. Are they fighting corruption or are they condoning corruption? They can't have it both ways. They cannot say they keep on paying the salaries and a monument of a convicted criminal.
So thank you very much, Prince Nana Ukelu. Time is no longer on our side, and we must conclude now. Thank you indeed for making our time to be here. We hope to see you again, not too long, and give you an opportunity to express yourself in a more insightful manner. Thank you indeed for coming. And to you out there, thank you for being part of this program. We appreciate your time. Until same time next week, this is Chimdi Oluoha on behalf of all of us here in the studio saying bye-bye.